Greetings everyone, NMRE here, and this is a video response to You Know It's LP and Help Me on My Atheist Dilemma. I may not be an atheist myself, however I do want to help you on the situation, and I do feel I have a lot and strong words to say on this situation because, in all honesty, I've been there. I'm 20 years old now, and for most of my life I've been dyspraxic, and all the way through high school and lots of primary school I was bullied quite frequently and excluded, and I was at the absolute bottom of the social pile. I really don't, want me to make a bore story or try to, get some sympathy for myself, because that's all in the past now, but the thing is, I just want to make the point that I've been there. I've been in the very same situation which you feel that you're in. Because of how slowly I was to mature, I had very few friends, if any, and I could barely tell who was my real friends or not. But looking back now, you know what? I don't think I should have been normal. I don't think that I should have acted like everyone else told me to. I personally would much rather be myself and who I am, rather than have to change myself and lie about myself just so other people will like me. Because in all honesty, if people are going to reject you for being an atheist, and they are going to avoid you because you are who you are and you have your own thoughts, your own opinions on life, then fuck them. Just fuck them. They are not worth dealing with. You never surrender. Just fuck them. They do not have any place in your life at all, because they are not true friends. True friends will accept you for who you are and try and understand you, regardless of whether your beliefs or political ideals or whatever agree with them. The vast majority of my friends are I'm textiles. I'm a nudist. I openly admit this repeatedly, and lots of my friends, when I tell them about it, they seem to understand the concept, although they can't quite understand why I like it, why I am who I am, and why I would enjoy the things I do, and why I would not have the initial phobia of being nude like many others would. And my, beliefs, while not exactly religious and not exactly atheist either, I'm a very complex person. And really, all the friends that I have online now and I talk to, I can consider true friends, because they know a lot about me. They know who I am. I say who I am right from the get-go, and we get along even if we don't exactly agree with each other on every single thing. I have a number of Christian friends as well. They may not share the same beliefs as I do, but hey, they respect my beliefs, I respect them. They are decent people, so, it's all well and good. And to be perfectly honest, people in high school are fucking assholes. I know it seems like I'm stating the obvious here, but they are just fucking assholes. They are idiots. They are brainless, mindless morons who are bigoted and just plain idiots to begin with. When I was in high school, the ones who were popular were the ones who made farm animal noises in classes and slammed books on desks to get attention, and revelled in the fact that they were getting hour after school detentions on a regular basis. They never cared about learning. They only cared about rubbing perfume on people's backs and then, calling them out for having perfume on. And the teachers did fuck all about it. But one thing, the one day I stood up for myself, the very few times I actually stood up and physically kicked their ass and actually beat them up, I actually ain't gained respect. They stopped tormenting me, and the ones who I severely, well, not severely, but really hurt, they didn't bother me again, because they don't want to get more of the same fucking thing. And the teachers don't give a fuck. No one gives a fuck. And if you are wanting to just actually succeed in life, you're not going to be one of them. If you don't do sport, you're not going to be one of them. If you're not exactly like you are, regardless if you're atheist or not, you could be excluded just because you wear glasses or something like that. Because I'm afraid to say a lot of teens are fucking stupid like that. And this is a fact of life that you're going to have to fucking deal with. It's not a pretty world out there, no. And yeah, it might nice to be popular, but yeah, in the end, you're just going to be lying to yourself, and you know that, you know, when you're old and you're successful, they're not going to be there, and they're not going to really support you when you need it. If I say, be honest about yourself, and do as TJ suggested, fuck with their mind, fuck them, play with them a bit, troll them, do whatever it takes to survive and get through. Get the good grades that you want, have a good fucking life, and leave them in the dust. And really, if they really grow up, they'll come back to you someday and say, I was an absolute dick. That has happened to me. I have had people who have come to me, who I knew in high school and who were absolute assholes, have come to me and say that they are sorry for the way they acted towards me. And I've grown up too, and we all grow up. But for that time, people are going to be really nitpicky. And, you know, they are going to exclude anyone who doesn't fit exactly right. So you may as well come out and just admit you're an atheist now. If they accept it and they're still your friends and still treat you as an equal, regardless of because your beliefs differ, then they can be considered true friends. Otherwise, they are not worth dealing them. Don't listen to them, never surrender, and keep going. Find the very few friends who you can trust and who you can consider true friends, you know? Because in the end, only true friends will accept you for who you are, and anyone else is not worth dealing with at all. And you can leave them behind, you know, with their mangled lives and them feeling the consequences because they were being an asshole and being a dick back now. Well, I hope this has helped. I apologise we've been a bit harsh, but I feel this really needs to be said. This is NMRE, and I shall see you all on the dark side of the moon. Off and away.